Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing good. And today I want to explain what is SAP. So generally we get that question, and even I see in comments. And as a member, as a production officer, like in 2011, what exactly SAP will do overall? Like although I was working as an end user, I didn't know that exact part of SAP and in which area it will cover exactly and all until I learn and I join for the course and all those things. So in this session, we are going to talk about what is SAP and how does it make a difference in different areas. So that's what we are going to understand in this session. Let me share my screen. I hope you can see my screen now. So if you see that what exactly SAP and how does it help business and all. So we are going to see that we normally SAP wise, we know that SAP is an ERP. Okay. So enterprise resource planning, one of the ERPs in the market. Nowadays, we got different cloud systems. You can see the multiple names and all, but earlier SAP was leading with more share in the market. And there are other competitors like PeopleSoft, Oracle, and there are few competitors were there. Now there are multiple because of the cloud. We see Microsoft Dynamics, or in certain areas you see Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce is not an exactly ERP. Some cloud related the customer engagement CRM wise. So there are different systems for procurement like that. It is there, but SAP the main benefit is it can connect all the dots in an exact business process. So let us see that one SAP history and how does it come and all. Earlier we used to have it was just started like in around 1973, but founding was done around 1972. But 1973 it launched its first commercial product. So in financial accounting later it was growing in 1976, 79 and all. In 1992 it released R3, SAP R3. So the three-tier architecture was released, and it was several versions. Was till 1995 it was coming. So most of the people who joined in SAP in 2000 after 2010 or somewhere they would have come in ECC 6. So that in 2006 SAP released this ERP 6. Okay, so ERP 6, and later it was releasing the packages. It was latest package was is EHP 8. So I started my career in somewhere in EHP 5, ECC 6, EHP 5, 6, 7, 8 I worked, and later we know S4 HANA. So S4 HANA started from 2016 mostly. Somewhere in 15 they discussion the word was released. But 16, 17, 18 continuously it is running. Currently we have three type of system: on premise and private cloud and public cloud. In other video, I explained about what are these three. So now in this video, we are going to see that what is SAP. Okay, let us check that one. What is SAP and how does it? Okay, so we are going to see what is SAP. So let me tell that whenever you are working on any kind of industry, what are the different types of business processes happen. So I will connect that thing. The first of all, let's take it a manufacturing company, which will cover the most of the modules. So the initial planning, how much materials are required and where to store and all. Let us start with the planning. You will do the planning. For a man, for making a product, for selling any trading goods, you buy and sell. So for anything, you need a planning. Once the planning is completed, you will do the procurement. Okay, do the procurement. So when you're doing this kind of a procurement, what exactly happened? So the procurement can be manual or through planning we are getting. So that can be based on the different type of business. Like okay, so procurement you can do the based on the planning, or manual procurement will happen. Then we call warehouse or inventory. We'll directly use warehouse management. So the warehouse management, first of all, we need to understand that what is SAP module naming, we will use it. But first of all, what operations will happen, that we can understand. Warehouse will be there to receive the stock and issue. Okay, that part we can focus. So warehouse, and you have received the stock and all, then the stock you may do for production. Okay, so production. So you make the product and again you put it in the warehouse only, production warehouse. Maybe we can put it like raw material or SFG warehouse production. Then again it will be put it in finished goods warehouse. After finished good warehouse, in between production and finished good warehouse, you can have quality. Okay, so you move to the warehouse and then you put a quality, or in between also we can mention, or else I will keep it, that's better. Production and quality. So for raw materials also, when you're taking, you will use quality to verify, then only you will use in the production. After making the finished product also, you will use quality for verifying the properties, everything is okay to sell to the market. Then we do sales. From planning till sales. So here in between, during procurement, you will have a finance. Let me keep it. Okay. During procurement also, you will involve with finance will be involved. And this one is coming back. Okay. So during procurement also, finance will be involved because to do the payment and accounting entries and all. During production also, you will have a finance and controlling. Okay. That finance related stuff will be there for handling that controlling and all. In sales, of course, finance will be there. And overall reporting and how much you are doing the uh, sales, profit and loss, the balancing, everything will be involved with finance. Whenever you do that one, it will be always the finance will be included wherever you are doing your regular business process. Okay. So this is the typical operation in a manufacturing. If it is not a manufacturing and all, then you may have you don't have this kind of production and all. So during this equipment and all, definitely there are some sub modules will be there, like plant maintenance, plant maintenance. So here what happened, plant maintenance, they don't involve directly in any of the production and all, but of course any machinery or equipment maintenance, preventive maintenance and regular maintenance and any repair, breakdown, all those things the plant maintenance will take care. And HR to all the employees, handling activities, events, the human relationship related department also will handle. So these are the things, and we have CRM. customer relationship management, you need to do the marketing, your product, everything, right? So what is the benefit of SAP? It will connect all the dots. Planning you can do in SAP. We have different modules. Let me keep it some different color. Okay. Planning, we have latest one IBP. Okay. So IBP, integrated business planning, or APO, that was just before that one. Even in ECC time, we used to have production and planning. Okay, so these kind of IBP or APO, these are SAP is continuously introducing certain better versions in the area. So module wise, we can only talk about at high level. Okay, but the functionalities we must know it. What is the purpose? In procurement, we have SAP product wise, MM, Ariba. Okay, MM and Ariba are quite popular in SAP wise. These take care about your procurement. Okay, so MM means S for HANA. You can consider all as S for HANA. In the warehouse wise, we can use inventory management or WM or EWM. Okay. In S for HANA also WM is there. The name is stockroom management. All these modules will be involved. Production we have PP, QM. Okay. In the warehouse again the IM, WM can be integrated linked. And sales wise we have SAP SD. And even we can say the transportation management module also can be involved to handle your shipment and all those stuff. So HR currently we have success factors, and HCM was in the earlier version of NECC. So some of these HCM related things. For CRM wise, like plant maintenance, we have PM module. Okay. So in the breakdown system wise, also SAP has introduced some industry specific solutions and some sub modules that will be there. CRM wise, I can see the sales SD module will take care some of the CRM part, and there is a hybris related and even SAP CRM also there, but it was not. That's what I like. In CRM area, SAP has a tough competition from Salesforce and all. So still they're innovating some cloud solutions, cloud related things. Anyway, the module was like I told you, right? Every year SAP is introducing this SAP BTP with different things, and that's evaluation is happening. But as a consultant, you need to understand what are the business areas. These modules will be keep on adding based on the business industry requirements and based on the growth in artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, these kind of stuff. If you want to utilize in SAP, so those modules and new versions and new updates will keep coming. But you need to understand that SAP has the capability to connect all the dots from planning, procurement, warehouse, production, and sales process and plant maintenance can create in SAP. That breakdown or that requirement will come to inventory management to send the goods. So all these kind of activities can be done in SAP. So if someone is asking SAP, what exactly the SAP consultant, SAP does to the business? The first question, if someone asks you, SAP is an ERP and which will deal the entire end-to-end processes of a company from the planning to till sales. So here maybe for example for procurement area there are competitor like Coupa and other any procurement systems. In each area SAP has competitors, but all the dots connecting one system can connect you the planning details you can see, and you can see the procurement details, you can see the warehouse, you can see the sales, everything with strong integration with finance. That is the biggest asset for SAP. It has all the business processes can be linked one to other. You can create invoice in SAP, you can do the payment in SAP, and you can see the linkage of your purchase order with finance. Generally few of the companies who don't use SAP, there are like even I can mention Oracle also can accommodate these things, and PeopleSoft. There are few ERPs can accommodate most of the dots, but it's a better ERP compared to other for many years. It is leading into the TRP market. It can connect all the dots. Reporting is good. You can get the reports to the management, and nowadays people are habitual with diagrams and all for the reporting. SAP has certain kind of business analytics, PI, BW. You can see that one, but now we have getting that latest analytics reports and all. Lot of things are coming. Even we are working in SAP, but we don't know what is coming until we see certain kind of articles and all. SAP is keep evolving, and keep the R&D team is keep working on improving and to catch the current market of cloud market. So now I hope you got an answer what exactly SAP does and what does SAP consultant do. If you work in procurement area, you will deal with the procurement processes. What are the different materials you need to maintain? How do you procure, and what kind of solutions you are going to give to the business to do the sourcing, and to finalizing the price, to finalizing the vendor, and how to the initiate the procurement, how do they receive the stock in warehouse, and after receiving the stock, how to issue to the production, and how to verify the quality checks, and how to approve the material for moving to FG warehouse for sales. In sales, like what are the different parameters need to consider, taxation, handling, shipping, transportation. So all these kind of things are available in SAP. So that's about what is SAP. This is the answer. I hope you got. Let me put it. What is SAP by Ganesh Padala. So thanks for watching. I hope you got an idea that what exactly SAP does. If someone asks you, you can share this video, and keep learning, keep sharing our videos with your circle to encourage me to make more videos. And if you have any concept you wanted to learn with respect to real-time business and any other specific solution, please put in a comment so that definitely I will consider for my upcoming videos. Thanks again for watching. Yesterday we celebrated Teachers Day. Once again, happy Teachers Day to all the teachers who are watching this video. You started as a consultant. Today you would be teaching, or you would be teaching to your users, or you're teaching to your colleagues, or you're teaching to any other students. Enjoy the journey of sharing knowledge. It will give you enough pleasure. You have to experience, then only you can understand that what exactly the passion it looked like, and the appreciations from the people, and our efforts are helping to others. Once again, thanks for watching, and see you soon with another video. Thank you.